welcome to Virtual Curriculum Night. Sorry if you missed it. I'm Miss Curtis. This is my 5th year at Randolph. I love teaching language arts. I love teaching 6th grade. I'm very, very glad that you're here. I work with 3 other teachers, Mr. Castle, Miss McNeil, and Miss Fernandez, and together we make up Team Clorox, keeping it fresh and clean in 6th grade. Just a few things on our agenda that I want to get through with you to make sure that we all have a good idea of what's going on for the day. So at least in the language arts class, right? So for first block, your student participates in social emotional learning with me in the morning, every day from about 9:15 to 10. Students are participating in a district initiative course of social emotional learning. They're participating in awesome discussions and getting to know each other in breakout rooms. It's a good time to just sort of get our mind right for the day and get to know each other in this virtual environment. So it's really great. A couple of things, curriculum specific information. So for language arts, we've tried to make it very simplistic, very easy for you guys. We have daily slides. You can see the tiny URL here if you would like to access that. We also have this link to students' Canvas courses. They access this every day, so they should know what it is we're talking about. And we also use Canvas modules to push out assignments. We update the daily slides every day in the morning with a recording of that day's lesson. So students are responsible for watching that if they're coming late or if they missed class, and to make up any of that missed work. So that's why we really stress watching those instructional videos every day. You can start and stop, and then come back with questions, so that way you're a little bit in more control over that learning. I will take you through just what a daily slide looks like so that you are familiar. Every day there is a new slide posted about 10 o'clock, and it's got our agenda for the day, it's got announcements, it's got some due dates, and then up at the top right corner it says click here for the daily instructional video. And that's where students would go to access that video that I'm talking about. We really want to stress that zeros are placeholders for late and missing work. Okay, students should check the comments that teachers leave, check the rubrics on assignments, and Canvas calendar. It's really important for them to take ownership of checking their email, their Canvas inbox, and reading those announcements and those comments, right? That is why we leave comments. That's why they're there, for students to see what's going on with their grades, right? We highly encourage you as parents and guardians to check PowerSchool and Canvas weekly, right? At least, just to get a general temperature of what's going on. Where do we stand in ELA? Where do we stand in our other classes? So it's a good idea, and I'm going to go through how to be a Canvas observer here in just a moment. But it's a really good idea to try to stay on top of it. I know we want to give our students some, independence, but it is a good idea just to still check PowerSchool and Canvas so that there is no missing information, right? So that you have all of that information. So if your student says they turned something in, but it's not, maybe we can figure out what's going on. So it's a good idea for you to check. We really want to encourage the students that come to Zoom classes with their cameras on, they're ready to collaborate with others. That's always a plus, right? We always love seeing smiling faces. So really try to encourage cameras on if possible, and working well with others. So a few other kind of housekeeping things that I'll go over, especially on how to be in contact, right? You guys can email me, you can email anyone on our team. We work really closely together. You can message me on Canvas, right? We are all connected. There is an awesome way to become a Canvas observer if you haven't already. I know most of you are, which is fabulous, but in the event that you are not, you can use this tiny URL, and this is also on my Canvas page, of how to be an observer, okay? So you have access to see assignments, to see due dates, to see any teacher comments, and to see your students uploaded or turned in work. So you should be able to see what they have turned in, okay? So that everything from this point forward will be turned in on Canvas, okay? So that you guys will be able to see what's been turned in or what hasn't been turned in, perhaps. If you would like to schedule a parent conference, we do that through our counselor, Miss Lee. So if you guys go to this tiny URL, and I'm sorry that I don't have that pulled up, it will take you to the counselor's corner, and you can email Miss Lee. She's fabulous. And then there's a Google form here on how to request a parent conference. Okay, so that's a fabulous resource. And the last thing to touch on, and one of the most important details for 6th grade, is that our team sends out a weekly e-blast every week on a Friday. Okay, so it has RMS information. We include helpful tips and links, a general blurb of what we did in each class for the week. It really is helpful in trying to keep that communication line open between the team and between you guys at home. So if you haven't already been added, we've sent out about 3 or 4 at this point. So if you haven't been added, or you'd like somebody else to be added to this list, you just click on this, or you can write down that tiny URL, and you can also include somebody else on the e-blast list. So if somebody would like to also receive that information, they are welcome to. Okay, so those are the big tiny URLs. So that Canvas Observer, we want everybody to be on the same page in terms of student work and grades, right? We want to make sure that we can meet if we need to, so that conference link. And then finally, that weekly e-blast that's going to keep us all in the loop and just have a general recap of the week and see what's coming up. So if you have questions, I'm here. I check my email all the time. I'm readily available. Very looking forward to this year. We've already had a great couple of weeks, and I really am looking forward to seeing these guys in person. So it has been an absolute gift to be their teacher for this crazy couple weeks, but we are making it our way through. So I'm sorry that you missed curriculum night, but I am so glad that you're here watching this video, and I hope it was helpful. So I will see you later, perhaps. Always send me an email if you've got any questions. Thanks.